talk with these very rude people about what's hot now. Oh, you didn't realize Judy's here.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were excited to receive it.
You know what?
And don't put me in with them. That was Mario and them, not me. I'm good.
Oh, I know. Oh, yes. Miss Mouth was quiet over there.
Meredith, you give good teas. How about that?
thank you.
Oh, Meredith, surrender the pink.
Isn't it? It's
yes.
loud, right? Well, I'm excited. By the way, Liliana is feeling under the weather, but look who's here. Our dear butter
well,
Mario. No, yeah, right. Please don't.
I'm glad to be here. I love being here with you. Ba-da-ba.
You a fan of Beyonce? Yeah! She has this upcoming world formation tour. I say that almost every day because we talk about her. It's kicking off April 27th. Some fans, though, who say they can't afford the tickets have started their own GoFundMe page. People are actually going there saying, I'm poor, I want to go. Can I have $2,000 for a front row seat? It's a little bit over. It's a little over the top for me.
Get a job.
Yeah,
do some chores if you can't get a job. Do something. I'm like, this kind of stuff pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know why? Because GoFundMe is for a very specific purpose. It's to help charity, and now you're devaluing the whole purpose. So whenever... Do you have a GoFundMe for this?
Well, I want to get a GoFundMe. Okay. First of all, don't be looking down at me. I love Beyonce. I would sell a kidney to see Beyonce. You understand? And $2,000 to me is not enough. Like, I need the $10,000 package so I can, like, touch Blue Ivy and do her hair and talk to
But you're going to go to GoFundMe and ask other people to pay your way to the
if
concert?
somebody's going to give you, I would give somebody. I can understand.
If you're going to use the money for the concert.
Because nobody's lying about wanting to see Beyonce. Everybody wants to see Beyonce, child.
I want to see Beyonce, too. I love Beyonce. But when I was a kid, I went to see what I could see and what you could afford.
What did you see as a kid?
I went to see a lot of comedians like Lily Tomlin and Steve Martin. Earth, Wind, and Fire. May he rest in peace.
Wow.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
But you know what I have to say to these kids that want to do this? Go fund yourself. That's what I have. You know, go ask your father or ask your mother.
This to me is so bizarre. You know, we've seen a fascination with extreme home makeovers, extreme weight loss, even extreme couponing, but extreme kidnapping, I kid you not. Kidnapping as entertainment is a growing trend where people pay to experience what it is like to be abducted. A search on YouTube shows over 200,000 videos of people describing their abduction experience. People are into this. They like the thrill of it and the risk-taking. There's a service called Extreme Kidnapping, and it will conduct an abduction adventure starting at $1,000.
Who owns it? Patty Hearst?
I don't know. But it's, I mean, they'll chain you to a pole.
How bored must you be in your life to want to get kidnapped?
Well,
but I
they'll
get
take you for up to 4 days at a time.
Wait. They take you for 4 days?
Up to 4 days at a time.
days.
You have a safe word if you want to get out of it.
First of all,
Yes,
I want to
it's
be
like,
kidnapped.
let me the hell out of here.
That's
There's the
first
cell
thing. I would like to be kidnapped.
No,
Megan,
you would not.
Yes, because I'm a hard person to get kidnapped. You understand? Like Megan.
I can shove you in a trunk.
No, Megan, you the poster child for being kidnapped. Somebody like me, you know, who doesn't get to be vulnerable and wants somebody to like take them away for a couple of days, you know, because I'm a hard. You can't just kidnap me. You know, Megan.
I know your weak spots.
No, you don't know my weak
Yes,
spot.
I do.
You need 3 dudes, a chainsaw, a whole bunch of stuff to kidnap me. You need AAA. You need all of that. I want the fantasy of some guy whisking me with a couple of dudes.
Yeah, but he's not whisking you, he's gagging you. He's shoving
Even better.
You know, there is this other side where some people believe, and seriously, that it desensitizes people. You know those 2 Virginia Tech students who took that girl, 13-year-old girl, and murdered her? The woman in that pair, the girl in that pair, student, she confessed to it, and she said part of it was the thrill of taking somebody. So it can put strange things in people's heads.
That adrenaline rush.
It really,
Everyone's
the adrenaline
seeking
rush.
for.
Yeah, I'm not for. Let me just clear that up. I'm not for that. That's horrible. But
I know you're not, and I'm not suggesting that.
But for a professional who I give a couple of dollars to move me from one location to the next and make me feel like a woman, maybe.
I was kidnapped once.
It just seems like it might get out of hand.
Once. I was.
But
You were honest.
When I was in high school, on Halloween night, a couple of who I thought were friends, you know, said, get in the car, and they took me to the cemetery, which I did a lot of parking in the cemetery when I was in high school.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought we were going to mess around, but instead they tried to tie me up, and I slipped out of my jacket and I ran. And you know, and I.
Were you scared?
I was not that scared because I was when I would get bullied, you know, I never got hit. I would just do impressions. I'd be like, you're a very bad boy, and then I'd run. They'd be like, what? What's that? You know, that's what I would do.
All right, I want you to take a look. This is a real sign posted on the grounds of a public school in OK, Oklahoma. It reads, "Attention, please be aware that certain staff members at OK Public Schools can be legally armed and may use whatever force is necessary to protect our students." All right, the town, some of you think this is a good idea. The town decided to allow employees to carry concealed weapons, school employees, as long as they have been trained and certified. The rationale is protecting students. They don't have a full-time police force in OK. They worry about deputies not getting there in time. And they look at the stats that I think one school a week at least. There's been a school shooting in 2015. Once a week, there was a shooting at a school. But not everyone thinks it's okay. Other people think this is dangerous to do, to just give guns to teachers.
It could be dangerous for sure. Now, I'm for this if, a big if, you're trained like a cop. I mean, we have to have a certain amount of hours to be able to fly a plane. There should be a certain amount of hours of training and safety training with a gun in order to have a license to carry a gun. So, if a teacher is very licensed to carry a gun and it's kept in a safe place so a kid cannot get it, I'm into this.
Nothing is 100% safe, though, Lance.
Well, but a cop carrying a gun is not 100% safe.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you bring a gun, if a teacher brings a gun into a school and they have kids around there, a kid can open a drawer. A kid can figure out a way to gun.
If it's
but
locked.
here's the liability on the teacher now. If that gun goes off and but if they shoot a kid by mistake or doing something in an act, the liability issues with the teacher carrying a gun. Trust me, I have kids. I want them to be safe at school.
But a cop can do the same thing if they're licensed like a cop.
This is a teacher who's trained to be a teacher.
What if there's a teacher here, a teacher there? If they all go running together and then the guns...
There's too many variables.
That's part of the training, though. That's part of the major training.
It was certain teachers, so you know that they're going to be trained and that you might not know who the teachers are. And I'm completely against guns, and I've spoken out against that big time. But for me, I even have to say that I kind of like this because you don't want to be defenseless if somebody decides to come up in that school and take out children. I want those teachers to have a way to protect.
Here's my question, though. What's the difference between a security guard at school having a gun and a teacher
That's what I was thinking.
If they have
you know
the
how
same
on a plane there's a fire marshal?
Right.
There's a fire marshal, a marshal.
Right.
And I'm always sitting next to them, and they don't want to tell you they're the marshal.
How do you know they're the marshal?
Because they're hot. That's why. I know it's the marshal. And they're buffed, and they're watching, like, combat movies and war movies, and they're very, like... But so you know it's them. Why can't we have, like, school marshals that are trained that have guns?
Well, some schools do, don't they? Yes.
I'm saying there's a difference between I believe a security guard is an excellent thing. The teacher is trained to be a teacher to teach the kids. They're not there to always be they're responsible for the kids, but not to protect with a gun.
Yeah,
I just
hire
a security officer, hire 4 security officers, hire 5.
Well, the teachers must have been in on this decision, so apparently in OK, they're OK with it. So we'll see what happens.
I hope no one gets hurt or anything.
Exactly. All right, do we have any fans of Saved by the Bell? Anybody remember and love the show? It ran from 1988 through 93, spawned a theme parody, pop-up bar, and diner. They actually have this pop-up bar and diner. It's called Saved by the Max, after the show's favorite hangout spot for the students of Bayside High. It opens in Chicago on June 1st, and it features food named after the show's cast members, which leads to the question, do you like a theme bar or a theme
Saved
restaurant?
by the Bell theme. What do you walk in and you get stabbed by Screech? I mean, I don't understand.
Some of the foods are named after the characters. I don't know.
I don't like these theme things.
No?
You know, and I'm a Disney boy. You know, I like going to Disney World once in a while. But those character breakfasts, I'm like, it's a little early, Mary Poppins. Get the hell out of my face. Go take that umbrella and...
No, I love themed restaurants. I remember going in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, there was this 50s themed restaurant that I loved going to because it was like very Archies and everything. And I loved that. So I would love to go in a Saved by the Bell diner. The Peach Pit from 90210 would be great.
Peach Pit.
Pee-wee's Playhouse would be fun to recreate.
A talking chair.
Yeah.
And there, no, I
think that as long as it's not a restaurant after Roots, I'm fine with it. I want to eat there.